Hello there, Taurus. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and I'm an empath. And this reading's going to be for Taurus for February of 2017. We're all done with 2016, and we can leave it right where it was. What I've done for us is I've pulled 4 cards for the month, and I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading to kind of bring everything together. Now, I got an announcement to make. I can finally say I've been doing readings for 28 years, and this is my anniversary for being on YouTube for a whole year. I made it. Mercury retrograde interfered, but I made it. Here I am for February. I started this a year ago towards the end of January and did my first YouTube video for February of 2016, so kind of excited I made it this far. Looks to me like we got a really interesting month here. Now, because I'm an empath, I will speak as if I'm you during the reading, so we are all Tauruses. It's a speech pattern. I just say I, so that's the way it works for me. And I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us, and it's going to be in our 10th house, and that is your business or your profession, your parental ties, duties, popularity, credit, authority, your ego, and activities involving like your bosses, your superiors, or whatever. Um, and I forgot to say this in the last video, but I go look at Verush. It's Veroosh. I go to Verush Tarot and watch the astrology that she puts out. She simplifies it so people like me can actually understand it and get something out of it. And if you know astrology, you can probably get a lot more than what I get. And she does cards too with it. It's really beautiful reading. Now we have a few words here before I start, and they are efficiency, and I think that one's going to be important because I keep hearing like pay attention around the workplace. We have surrender, joy, and obedience. So I'm thinking a lot of this may have to do with perhaps with our careers in some manner or form, because it feels as if we're in a good position. Our overall card for the month is the Six of Pentacles, and this is actually a really good card. And Aries got this card in a different placement. This is our overall view. This is being placed in a position where I'm financially secure enough to be able to give or support or help others in some manner. And it's been a little rough for most of us Tauruses, so for whatever reason, and I'm going to explain this because this card for me works 2 ways. Sometimes we're in the position to give, and sometimes we're in the position to receive. So remember that, Taurus, and if any of us are in a position where we need to receive these pentacles, be willing, like they said, to surrender and take what you need in order to bring yourself forward or to do whatever it is that you're required to do. Because, like I said, it works both ways. If it's something like in your life, a time when you need to receive gracefully and graciously. And if it's a time of giving, give graciously and gratefully. That's exactly how they're saying it. So that means putting aside, because the 10th house has to do with the ego too. Putting aside or curb our pride is curb your pride, curb the egotism, because Taurus usually stands on their own 2 feet and figure a way to do it. But if it's your time to receive, graciously and gratefully. If it's your time to give, do it in that same manner, because it's gonna, these cards for me do not go week by week. They'll blend in and out throughout the month. So perhaps if some of us are in a place where we need to receive towards the end of the month, based on what I'm seeing here, we're going to be more than capable of giving. And that's the way they're putting it to me, and it's based on the way these cards line up. And like I said, it'll blend in and out through the month. But this is the Two of Wands card, Two of Rods in this deck, but I've been calling it Wands for a long time now. So anyhow, if you can notice, this guy has the world in his hands, so he's looking out, waiting for his ships to come in. So what they're telling me with a two is a time of choice. So there's decisions that have to be made, but I have made the choice, and I am going to move forward on my choice. But when we get this particular two, there's usually an unexpected element to it, so a surprise thing. Let's say that because these are general readings, I can't hone it down. You have to put it in an area of your life where it belongs. So let's say we have this Two of Wands and we're moving forward to buy a house, and all of a sudden this bank loan doesn't go through. Be sure when we have the Two of Wands that we always have a backup plan. A plan number two on the back burner, because it will go through. It may not go through in that way. So let's say we're going to start a new enterprise, and at the last minute, the partner, backs out. Plan number two, because this is something that I really want for myself, and I'm going to get it. So I've made that decision inside of me, and it brings me joy. This is something that I want that's going to move me forward, okay? It can come in all forms. Let's say we're getting married, and at the last second, the place that we rented, the hall we rented, all of a sudden says, oh, well, we didn't have room for you, we made a mistake. Have plan number two. That's what this card is telling me, because at the end of it, it's going to be even better than what we thought. So surrender if there's an unexpected development. Surrender, don't fight it. Have plan number two is what they're saying. So if it's in my work, I would do the best to pursue the objectives that are important to me, like of a higher quality, and enhance my skills, that will give me a rise in the workplace, like in my position or promotion. If it's something like that, a promotion. Maybe number two on the back burner is, I thought I was going to marry George or Anne, but now I decided I'm marrying Harry or whatever. It's like, have that backup plan so I can blend and synthesize and move forward as rapidly as I possibly can, because our next card here is the Three of Pentacles. So now we have two pentacles, and this card shows someone to me that is excellent in their work, and there's usually two people looking at them, and I always think that looking at him on the card, and I always think they are like talking to him about his work and what he does at his work, and what he could do for them, perhaps, because of his experience, because of his capacity. It feels to me always like this is the card of like an artisan, someone that's really meticulous at their work, or does it very well. So I'd want to, if it does have to do with work, I'd want to be placing my best foot forward, which means to curb that pride, curb the egotism, just show people, naturally what I can give to them or how efficient I am, because we have that word in there, or that I am adaptable. if I if something falls through, because this is so important to me, if it does fall through at the last minute, I've planned another option, another plan. Because what they're saying is, we don't really want to rely too much on others. Just if the situation occurs that we are in the position to receive, or we need to receive, be accepting and gracious and grateful. Now, because our next card here is the Four of Cups. And this came up an awful lot last month for a lot of the signs. And here it is once again. And this is a card of withdrawing emotions from, um, withdrawing our emotions from a situation that was kind of like overwhelming. So it's the card of like taking time and daydreaming, because if you think of it, after the Three of Cups, that's a big party and a celebration, and now we have the Four of Cups. Maybe the party and celebration was really hectic, and these are being done. That's why the Christmas tree is still behind me and I have my red bow. These cards are being done at the beginning of January, so maybe some of us still need some rest, or whatever we had on our plate throughout the month of January and December was a bit too much, a bit too emotional in terms, if we think about it like that. Or maybe because we have that Three of Pentacles, maybe we were working our butts off, and that's part of this withdrawal. But I'm withdrawing my emotions from a person, a situation, something that I need rest, I need time. And what Spirit's saying is the best use to efficiently use my time is to go within and take that rest when I truly, truly need it, to sit back and take it. So we don't have to turn away from our responsibilities. That's not a good thing to do. But when we need this time, take the time. And I always see this cup up here that's coming out of the clouds. I always think of that as the hand of God, source, whatever. And if I can take that time, I usually find out what that cup's filled with. And sometimes then I should find out it's something better for me, is the way they're saying. This cup is something better for me, and I should be reaching out to it instead of daydreaming about what was. Because we do not manifest any longer from what was. So we don't wait for situations from our past, right, to redevelop. The best way I know how to put this is, if we're all laid off of work and, and we're waiting for our plant to reopen, and then we sit back and and for the times to get better, what Spirit's saying is the plant's been closed for 10 years. So we have to create from where we stand now, and move forward efficiently into the future, but not based on the past at all. It's going to be based on the right now, this minute, and we cannot get those answers unless we can get that blending and surrender to what source or spirit, or however you want to call it, is giving to us, because our end result is the World card. So this is the excellent top of the line. I'm on top of the world. Every single thing that I wanted and perhaps daydreamed about, it's what I've gotten is even better than what I was praying for. So whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new career path, new situations, maybe I'm going to be an entrepreneur, start my own business, I'm going to surrender to those ideas that Source has given me in that downtime. When I withdrew my emotions, my thoughts from turmoil or tumultuous situations. That's what they're saying to me. So they're saying, be sure we curb our pride and our ego. If we have to receive, we accept graciously and gratefully. If we are giving, we do it graciously and gratefully because we're in the position to be able to do this. Because this world card is new jobs, new career paths, I'm at the top of the line. Whatever it is that I really truly want and need in my life, right? Maybe, and to me, the world card is almost like answered prayer. So, how can we pray if we can't take the time to listen? How would we know the answer? That's kind of how it's coming out, you know? So, they're saying be very responsible, be diplomatic about whatever it is that's happening, because it'll come down in each one of our paths in a different way. If it's this Three of Pentacles here, maybe we need to upgrade our skill a little bit. Maybe we have to go take a class to get that promotion or something. But we are going to get it. We are going to come up and be on top, is what they say. And this is going to make us happy, the word joy. But if we're obedient and responsible and efficient, we go further faster, is the way they're saying it. And we do way much better for ourselves if we get hit with something unexpected, that gets thrown in the mix, because we have this backup plan. And I think that's smart for anyone. It's just smart. That's how we come out of things really well. I think we're going to get our answers, Taurus. This is life purpose card. Got a little, well, he's not a Buddha. What do you think he is? Guy sitting there writing it in the book. Going to tell us what we need to do, but we can't hear it unless we are in the silence and we withdraw, okay? Withdraw our emotions from situations that are bothering us, and back off, regroup, and sit within ourselves for a while. It says the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and to others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus on serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. What a wonderful message, huh? That is a wonderful message. Your purpose will serve you. The alternative meaning is this card comes as a reminder that you needn't struggle to find your life purpose. Don't worry about how to make good money in a meaningful career, and don't concern yourself with quitting or starting jobs or professions. Instead, follow the path of your natural desire, talent, and passion with the full intention of bringing joy to yourself and others. And the word they gave us is joy. Will come out of this. Really seriously, Taurus, your life's purpose doesn't need to be defined or pinpointed. It's a process and it's not a category. Give all the worries about money or career to God and the angels. You're on the right path toward your life purpose. And focus on one step at a time with respect to your life's purpose, and release the fears about the future to the angels. That's the word obedience. And that's this world card here. It says what you're doing right now is a part of your life purpose. Sometimes when we go through rough times, we don't think it is, but it always is. It makes us who we are and what we can accomplish in the end. And we can look back and see we did well. Well, Taurus, that's our reading for February, and I want to tell all of you thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes and the comments. I really love your comments. I read each and every one, even though a lot of times I can't write back to you, but I read them all. And to all the people that I've met during this last year through doing the YouTube videos, it truly was an honor to serve each and every one of you, and to everyone that I've met through doing these for all this 28 years. I really, really had a good job. I really do. It's been an honor to serve each and every one of you, and I enjoy y'all too. So hopefully I will see you next month, Taurus. So bye bye.